Okay, guys, just because I found this microphone is the only reason solely why I'm recording right now. And actually, no, I'm a liar. Lying. Actually, I'm not a liar. I'm actually pretty honest, and I strive to be more than you actually know. But either way, the reason why I came on here, well, besides just talking, it's like, bro, everything around me keeps breaking or going missing, or some, like, I'm hearing incognito. You might be incognito, or maybe feeling like a lot of people feel like your energy is like incognito, and it literally is. And the reason why is because your ancestors, your spirit family, like the Most High, literally hid you in plain sight, like the same way. This is, I guess this is why I'm not going to adjust my camera or anything. So either way, let me go on it. So I have decoy. We're going to call this phone decoy. So decoy phone. Maybe you have issues with that. It's because the CIA agents or wherever the cases or whatnot just won't let go your ego. So I mean, let's go, right? So they be like, let's talk about it. Tapping in. They'll be like, I have files. I'll just show you guys. Like literally, they literally take things out of my phone and everything. Like, you guys really wouldn't. Wait, the hell, where's my Ross? Okay, there. Look at here. I don't know if you guys can see. Just a bit. You'll see. So it's like they literally take files out of our phone. They take it out of the Google Drive, the OneDrive, the whatever drive y'all have, whatever, for storage. Like this. Can you even see that right there? I'll click on it. Can you see it right there? That's gone. Alright, not only is that gone, there's a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of them gone. See those blank spaces, 1, 2, and 3? Those are all videos that are gone. So either way, my whole point in showing you guys is basically new levels bring new devils, and you're on to that, right? But also, the enemy doesn't break in empty homes, meaning you have got a very ancient throne, okay? It's like your blood lineage, okay? So like, yeah, you are who you are, and I don't know what your reality looks like, but I'm going to tell you that is exactly what it's not, okay? So it's kind of like I'm seeing that guy who gave up everybody in the industry. And there was a point when he went to jail. I don't remember his name. He was on That's So Raven, that guy there, right? That's just blowing up the industry, or whatever. He's a part of it. But either way, you know, you gotta have, I'm hearing inside moles. So yeah, because thank goodness, thank God for him, because at the end of the day, we wouldn't know a lot of things. But I mean, like, he wasn't the end all be all. However, he did help, you know, unravel certain things. Seems. So either way, God hides people in plain sight. Definitely in plain sight. And for me, it was plain demons. Okay, the demons were hidden in plain sight because all I could see is their beautiful face. Like, I could even have a friend and they have a scar in the middle of their head, and I would never notice it because I don't look at people's imperfections, and I literally see the beauty in everyone. So how can I actually see that? You know what I mean? Okay, so either way. So, I still didn't say why I was recording right now. Okay, so the reason why I'm recording right now is because Decoy decides all of a sudden to not, because it's like, I'm hearing wirelessly based, okay? I got it from someone I don't speak to, an op. I recognize it was an op, or whatever the case is. Yes, I'm still using it. However, I'm getting rid of it, and there's nothing they can do. It doesn't matter. All you could do is watch me like I'm fucking TV, and go and tell lies on your vision. That's good. Just no say me I do it. Oh. So either way, I fully turned this on because my decoy phone won't turn on to my Wi-Fi. But not only that, my computer, my laptop won't connect. Confirmation. So you might find that there's a lot of stuff that be happening around you that is out of your control. I do. Bro, out of my control, because I went and I picked up my computer. I even tried to use my computer, and all of a sudden it's broken. That's just freaking crosses if you fucking ask me. I don't know who smashed my screen, but I would rather think that somebody smashed my screen than to think that it smashed itself. That's just dumb. So either way, somebody smashed my screen. But either way, bad mind. You too bad mind. You too bad mind. People are fucking bad mind. And honestly, your joyously greatness and all of your gifts is exposing them. All right, exposing all the imposters. I hope this isn't too hot. I hope this ain't too hot. I hope this ain't too not. I hope this ain't too hot, and I hope this ain't too not. So either way, y'all be like, oh my god, she's always smoking her weed, bro. At least I ain't smoking crack. And that being said, I'm not judging anybody because I'm not one to judge anybody. That's up to God to do. I'm my own God. You know what I'm saying? God be judging me too. You know what I mean? Judge unless, yeah, you be judged. But, like, just leave people to their own britches, okay? If a teacher's teaching, leave them to teach. If someone's being an idiot, leave them to be a stupid idiot. Like, you know what I mean? Leave people to do what they're doing and do not lower to their levels, okay? Because new levels bring new devils. And even if you lower yourself, you're lowering your standards. When you could choose to do better. So either way, I said all that in 6 minutes. That was a lot of information. So you might be feeling very informative. All right, but I'm hearing less is more. Less is more. I keep telling my children this. Less is more. Less is more. And it literally is, babies. Okay, so it's like you don't have to expose yourself and show yourself. Like, I'm hearing giving them something she can feel. Heal up. I want to say invoke. It's not still. So either way, I just wanted to invoke, but either way. Speaking of which, music has synchronicities. Like, listen to the synchronicities of the world. Okay, you might be getting a lot of synchronization. You know, my daughter's friend, I'm such a sweetie. She's like 17, 16, 17. And she was asking me, she said she keeps seeing triple ones, triple twos, triple threes, triple fours, triple fives. And I told her those are called mirrored numbers, and those are mirrored energies, so they magnetize themselves even more, basically, meaning that is a prominent situation. And the way to look into angel numbers, and what is angel numbers? So basically, we are on a different frequency. We're on a different realm than the spiritual realm, right? So basically, we can't hear the angels saying, I need you to come here. No, they're going to send you a message like 100 or wherever the case is, right? And then she was looking, but TikTok, no, not TikTok. TikTok is cool and whatever, but that's usually people, that's how everybody, it's kind of like the way I look at the Bible. Like, you have to take it with a grain of salt, because I mean, like, there's just certain things I don't agree with. But then again, we already know that the Bible was fornicated anyways. So, I mean, but that being said, it doesn't mean that there's no sense in there. There's a lot of knowledge you can take from it, right? But there is something called spiritual psychosis that people do undergo, thinking that, you know, they're being driven by faith when they're being driven by their spiritual ego. like that's what I feel like it is. So either way, giving them something you can feel. All right. So now this not only, okay, when I got it, it wouldn't connect to the internet. And then I was like, okay, fuck it. I put it down. Then when I finally picked it up again to try and play with it again, a broken screen. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. And then after it spread, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I can still see the screen. Then the screen started turning black every time I pressed play. And I'm like, what the fuck? Right? And then God's like, bro. And then my daughter's like, yo, mom. She's like, it isn't against the law to get yourself something nice. So that being said, you may be, you could be a single parent or not, or whatnot. I'm not. However, I was just saying, the majority of my life I have been, and I have a tendency, based on being very independent, of still acting out of my male character, right? So, either way, there's a lot of things that we are going to discuss, and actually, I think maybe I'll just do this. I'm gonna go outside with this. Gonna go outside with it. So either way, just let every vibe that is not vibing with you, just let it fall off of you. You can't change that, okay? Maybe it's your wife You can extricate yourself from the situation by walking or moving away from the situation. Maybe it's your husband. Okay, well, you can move, you can pull away. Let me tell you something. They may be your husband, they may be your wife, or you may be engaged, maybe your boyfriend, maybe whatever you are, but at the end of the day, you are your own entity. You are both your own entity, and the more you entertain one's energy, like we all have our own energy, and the more you entertain one's energy, the more you become a part of that entity. So I say no. And it is very important to me, and it should, I find and teach or facilitate that finding that in you, like you can't, like finding what makes you happy, what makes you joyous, knowing yourself, because when you know yourself, you know everybody else. I'm telling you right fucking now, if you know yourself, you know what pushes your buttons, you know your triggers, you know what makes you emotionally unstable. You can point that out for others too. And unfortunately, like myself and the chosen, people don't like that. It's like, so let's get back to it. You are a mirror, right? So everything that people give back to you is the mirrored effect. Boom. This is going to be called the mirrored effect. All right. Mirrored effect didn't mean to disrespect. I did not mean to disrespect. I'm just a mirror effect. I did not mean to. What does a mirror do? You could see every single imperfection, everything, and everything is your reflection. So you, like me, I'm literally a mirror. You treat me like shit, I'm gonna treat you back like shit. You're rude to me, I'm gonna be rude to you. And there's no telling me to stop, because I'm not gonna stop once I start. Because my thing is to protect my aura and my own energetic aura. Okay, that is my aura. My aura is my euphoria. Okay, so honoring your energy levels and honoring yourself. Honoring yourself is honoring all else. Okay, because you know, if what it took you, how long it took you. Okay, you've been working so long and so hard on this goal of not bugging out, and then unbeknownst to you, all of a sudden, long and behold, there's a whole bunch of people and they're bugging out. You could tell because you already taught yourself not to be triggered, and whatever the case is, you already taught yourself that, so it's easier for you to detect. I'm going to say detect, because I'm telling you right now, you are a chosen one, and the more that you point out or whatever, even if you're not trying to point out, it's still whatever. And just because you are looked at, so growing up you're probably looked down on, but now people be like, who the fuck do you think you are? Why do you get to do that? 1 2 3 2 on the clock. 2 2, you might be seeing 2 2 a lot, and 3 plus 1 is 4. We've been seeing that a lot too. All right, so going back to the synchronistic energies. All right, so they're on a different frequency, right? And so you basically just Google it or whatnot. Maybe you go to a library or something, but you can Google it. You can go on your phone, boom, 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 boom. And the first, like, let's say I put 111, which means new beginnings, but a master, like, there's a big new beginning, right? If you know what I mean, if it looks like that. So either way, I hope I did put enough grab on. I really did. I'm gonna check that in a minute. Hold on a second. Okay, so lastly, because I'm gonna go soon. All right, so synchronistic energies. Okay, so you could be on Google and it's like the first, I don't know,